Hello beautiful mothers, welcome to today's video. I'm excited because I'm going to talk about something that I promised, and it was why the motherhood as a road to heaven on earth is a new paradigm. It's a new paradigm that asks mothers to have new habits, new beliefs, and new identity. And let me start with the habits. Well, I think I've shared quite a bit on my Facebook posts about my relationship with my son. I have a son, a wonderful son, a beautiful daughter-in-law, and three amazing grandchildren. And they have been my road to heaven on earth. How so? Well, let me see. Where do I start? It's such a beautiful experience of working with the habit of personal responsibility, the habit of having a very clear vision, of using what I call the power of word and perseverance. And those four habits, very strong habits that have transformed my relationship with my son, with my grandchildren, and with my daughter-in-law. And I've been working on this for a long time because this is something that I not only share with mothers right now, but principles that I shared, principles of leadership that I shared with many people before. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to talk about this paradigm, motherhood as a road to heaven on earth, as a path to liberating yourself, but not only yourself, but liberating your children to become the best version of themselves while you become the best version of yourself. And three things that I did that I'm going to share in a very broad sense today, but that we will be talking about it in detail as I continue with these videos. Number one, I worked on what is called detachment. And I know that detachment for many women is scary because it may sound that you are putting love aside. And by the way, it is completely the opposite. When you work on detachment, you grow in unconditional love. Very important to have this very clear in your life. Number two, I worked on the wound of abandonment. And the wound of abandonment and healing is something that there's a lot of talk about right now in the area of psychology and healing and therapy and all of that. But when I talk about abandonment, I actually started with the abandonment that is referred to, that disconnection between myself and my Creator and God. I've always been very close to the part of word, and I've been very close to my relationship with God, but I want to tell you that I really enforced and worked on that relationship, because once I have that relationship very well established, then my relationship with myself transformed, and of course then my relationship with my son and my daughter-in-law, my grandchildren, transformed. And it is something that brings you to releasing expectations, to freeing you from having sometimes unreachable expectations for your relationship, and realizing that freedom comes from that detachment and that healing that wound of abandonment, which, by the way, everyone has, but I'll talk about it later. And number three, and this is a big one, it is the habit of letting go. Letting go and detachment are very close, but they're different. And we'll talk about it in my, I'm not sure what to say right now, but I want to leave you with those three habits. Well, number one, the habit of personal responsibility, the habit of having a vision, the habit of the power of words and using it and learning about it, and the power and the habit of perseverance that lead you to work on detachment, healing of your wound, and letting go. So for now, have a wonderful weekend. Ask me any questions. I really want to answer your concerns, your questions. Write me some comments, and this is how we're going to be developing these videos, because these videos are for you. These videos are for you to answer questions that you have, concerns that you have, situations that you're facing, and so on. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless you. And bye for now. See you next Friday.